Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck married in July 2022 and formalized their divorce in January 2025. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's love tale ended again on August 20th, 2024 when the Marry Me actress filed for divorce from Affleck. The news came after months of marital struggle, which led to the pair living apart and focused on their separate lives. Their divorce was formalized 20 weeks later. In January 2025, Affleck and Lopez first met in 2002 after their engagement ended in 2004. They each explored new relationships and created their own children. The on-the-floor singer was married to Marc Anthony from 2004 to 2014, and they have twins Max and Emme. Meanwhile, the Deepwater actor was married to Jennifer Garner from 2005 until 2018, and they had 3 children together, daughters Violet and Seraphina and son Samuel. In April 2021, the couple was seen together for the first time in over a decade, fueling dating suspicions. Lopez and Affleck eventually went public with their revived affair and married in July 2022. From the beginning of Bennifer until their second engagement, here's a detailed overview of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's relationship. Lopez and Affleck met on the set of their film Gigli, which was released the following year. Lopez was married to her second husband, Cris Judd, at the time, but they later split. Lopez told People in 2016, "When I met Ben, I thought, okay, this is it." The couple rapidly became one of Hollywood's top couples, and one of the first to acquire a hybrid couple named Bennifer. According to People, Affleck proposed with a custom-made Harry Winston pink diamond solitaire ring he designed himself. In an interview with Sawyer, Lopez described her then-fiancé as brilliantly smart, loving, charming, affectionate, adding that her mother approved, "and I just admire him in every way." She said she also admitted that some people thought their relationship was implausible, but she and the actor had bonded because of their similar upbringings. "We've talked about this so many times, and we talked about how people kind of see him with one type of person and me with another type of person, and the two of us together is like, how did that happen?" she told me. Lopez mentioned that they share similar backgrounds, including upbringing, family, and home. Lopez and Affleck were one of the most prominent Hollywood couples to appear in tabloids in 2003, and the paparazzi infamously followed them around. Lopez even recognized their stardom in the music video for her song Jenny from the Block, with paparazzi photos of herself and Affleck doing everything from pumping gas to relaxing on a yacht together. "We did not try to have a public relationship," Lopez told People in 2016. "We just happened to be together during the birth of the tabloids, and it was like, oh my God, there was just a lot of pressure." Lopez told InStyle that the media circus surrounding her relationship with Affleck was just crazy. "Now at least I can show you who I am a little bit," she said. "Back then you just believed whatever you read on the cover of a tabloid many times. It wasn't real, or it was just about a third of the truth." In a January 2021 podcast interview, Affleck reflected on the negative media portrayal of Lopez while they were dating. "People were so awful about her, sexist, racist, ugly, vicious was written about her in ways that if you wrote it now, you would literally be fired for saying those things," he explained. "Now it's like she's lionized and respected for the work she did, where she came from, what she accomplished, as well she should be. I would say you have a better shot, coming from the Bronx, of ending up as like Justice Sonia Sotomayor on the Supreme Court than you do of having Jennifer Lopez's career and being who she is at 50 years old today." Lopez and Affleck met on the production of the 2003 romantic comedy Gigli. Despite their on-screen chemistry, the picture tanked at the box office and was blasted by reviewers. People dubbed it the stinker of summer. Less than 2 weeks after the film's premiere, Affleck stated on The Tonight Show that the movie wasn't good, and they got buried. He even made fun of the picture by reading the poor reviews on the late-night show. Lopez and Affleck, who had planned to marry in Santa Barbara on September 14, 2003, announced in a statement that they would postpone their wedding due to the increased media scrutiny. "Due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we have decided to postpone the date," Affleck and Lopez wrote in their statement. "When we found ourselves seriously contemplating hiring 3 separate decoy brides at 3 different locations, we realized that something was awry. We felt what should have been a joyful and sacred day could be spoiled for us, our families, and our friends," according to them. People previously reported that after briefly parting up in the aftermath of the canceled wedding, The two resumed their relationship, but finally called it quits in January 2000 for the overwhelming media attention is widely considered to have been a big cause in their breakup. Jennifer Lopez has ended her engagement to Ben Affleck at this difficult time. "We ask that you respect her privacy," Lopez's rep said at the time, while Affleck's rep added, "I am not going to confirm anything about his personal life. We don't want to get dragged into quicksand. Everyone wants a war. It's not happening from our side." Lopez told People in 2016 that, despite their breakup, she and Affleck have genuine love for each other. "I think different time, different thing. Who knows what could have happened, but there was a genuine love there," she told me. Jersey Girl, the second film starring Lopez and Affleck, was released in March 2004, 2 months after the couple split. Filmmaker Kevin Smith, who wrote and directed the film, would claim years later that he came up with the Bennifer nickname during the film's production. In 2020, Affleck showed his support for Lopez's acting career, saying that she should have received an Oscar nomination for her role in Hustlers. "She should have been nominated. She's the real deal," Affleck told New York Times reporter Brooks Barnes. "I keep in touch with her on a regular basis and have a lot of respect for her. How cool is it that she had her biggest hit film at the age of 50? Following her breakup from Alex Rodriguez in April 2021, Lopez began spending time with Affleck in Los Angeles. They are pals. They've always been friends and have seen each other over the years, a source told People. Another source told People they have a good time hanging out. It has been years since they caught up properly. They had enough to talk about. They plan to hang out again." Less than a week later, the two were seen in Montana together. According to People, they were spotted driving together near a resort in Big Sky, where Affleck has a house. Jennifer spent several days with Ben out of town. "They have a strong connection. It's all been quick and intense, but Jennifer is happy," according to a trusted source. Lopez celebrated her 52nd birthday in July 2021 by posting a carousel of photographs on Instagram. The final photo in the compilation, which included both bikini and boat photos, featured Lopez and Affleck kissing. This was the couple's first time individually posting about each other on social media. The two made their comeback to the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival in September 2021, the first time since their reunion. It was a huge night for both of them, but especially for Affleck, since it marked the debut of his film The Last Duel. Affleck and Lopez looked gorgeous as they walked the red carpet together, channeling old Hollywood vibes. Affleck wore a classic black tuxedo, while Lopez chose a white mermaid-style gown adorned with a string of Swarovski crystal accents and Carrida diamonds. Later same month, on September 13th, the couple attended their first Met Gala together, the Costume Institute Gala, at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Not only did Affleck and Lopez look stunning in Ralph Lauren, but they also kissed passionately through their masks. Lopez and Affleck attended the Marry Me premiere in Los Angeles on February 8, 2022, extending their red carpet appearances into the new year. The musician who stars in the film went dressed in all white as a lighthearted homage to the film's romantic theme. Lopez spoke with People for the 2022 Love issue, opening up about the loves in her life, including her children and her renewed romance with Affleck. "I feel so lucky, joyful, and pleased to be with him," Lopez stated about her restored romance with Affleck, adding, "It's a beautiful love tale that we got a second opportunity. Congratulations." The couple got engaged in April 2022, a spokesman for Lopez confirmed to People. Lopez announced the news in her On the J.Lo newsletter after being pictured sporting what seemed to be an engagement ring earlier this month. Lopez announced the good news in an email to her inner circle on April 8. The email contained a video of Lopez enjoying a massive green diamond on her ring finger, which her sister also posted on social media. Lopez previewed the major announcement with a video on Twitter that night, saying, "So I have a really exciting and special story to share." She also added a diamond ring emoji to her Twitter profile. From Marry Me to Wedded. On July 17th, Lopez stated in her On the J.Lo newsletter that she and Affleck wed in Las Vegas the night before, detailing the best night ever and indicating that the couple's children were the best witnesses. "It's a beautiful outcome that this has happened in this way at this time in our lives where we can really appreciate, celebrate, and respect each other," continued Lopez. "We always did. But we have even more appreciation because we know that life can take you in different directions," she continued. "We've been in the public eye long enough to know who we are as people and what truly counts and what doesn't. We have children and respect each other. We truly live our lives in a way that makes us proud and our children can be proud of you. We're simply functioning from a position of love and respect for everyone in our life, which is extremely important to us. We know the truth and keep it sacred. A month after getting married in Las Vegas, Affleck and Lopez celebrated their wedding with a ceremony in Georgia in front of friends and family celebrities such as Matt Damon, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, and top Hollywood talent agent Patrick Whitesell attended the star-studded event, which was held on the grounds of Affleck's 87-acre property outside Savannah. Jay Shetty, a podcaster and life coach, conducted the wedding. Lopez looked stunning in a white Ralph Lauren gown with cap sleeves, an open back cutout, and a flowing train with ruffle embellishments. A transparent cathedral-length veil finished the gorgeous bridal outfit. Meanwhile, Affleck looked great in a white tuxedo jacket with black slacks and a classic bow tie. Guests were pictured in all white, but they left with a new accessory, a straw gift bag with their embroidered initials. Lopez and Affleck set out for a romantic Italian trip following their Georgia wedding ceremony. The couple was photographed enjoying a romantic dinner at a historic hotel in Lake Como, Italy. According to a witness inside the restaurant, the couple's focus was solely on one another, with no other distractions. The insider continued they seemed to very much enjoy the evening, as they arrived when the sun was still high and stayed on well after dark. The newlyweds spent the next day relaxing in the lakeside village of Menaggio. They just queued up for ice cream like everyone else and wandered into shops. They acted normally, even if they had bodyguards with them, stated another source. Later, Lopez and Affleck were seen shopping in Milan. Another insider reported that the couple was walking around, mingling, walking in and out of shops, and of course giving lots of loving attention to each other every day. They are more in love. The couple reportedly made time to picture with admirers outside one shop, with a second insider telling people they were very kind and available with all of their fans in her email. Lopez detailed her gorgeous Georgia wedding ceremony, including the moment she went down the aisle that would lead me toward the rest of my life. She also included professional images when he saw me appear at the top of the stairs. That moment, it both made absolute sense while seeming still impossibly hard to believe, like the best dream, where all you want is never to awaken. According to Lopez, I would have had many of the same thoughts probably had I not been focusing so hard on not tripping over my dress, but when I got close enough to see his face, it made the same wonderful sense to me. Some old wounds were healed that day, and the weight of the past was finally lifted off our shoulders, Lopez wrote. Full circle, and not in the way we anticipated. Better. Lopez also shared photos from the ceremony, including one of the newlyweds coming up the aisle together and a photo of the couple clutching one another under a sign that reads Mr. and Mrs. Affleck, and a beautiful image of the two leaning in for a kiss. During an interview with Vogue, Lopez stated that she changed her last name after marrying Affleck, explaining that people are still going to call me Jennifer Lopez, but her legal name will be Mrs. Affleck because we're joined together. We are husband and wife. I am proud of that. I don't believe that's a problem, she added. When asked if she'd ever want Affleck to take her last name, she laughed and said, "No, it is not traditional. It has no romance to it." Lopez spoke with Zane Lowe on Apple Music One about her and Affleck's 2004 split. "It was so painful after we broke up," she told me. "Once we called off that wedding 20 years ago, it was the biggest heartbreak of my life. I honestly felt like I was going to die. It sent me on a spiral for the next 18 years where I just couldn't get it right, but now, 20 years later, it does have a happy ending. It has the most would never happen in Hollywood ending." The singer went on to discuss her new album, This Is Me Now, which she hopes will encourage others not to give up on love. "True love does exist, and some things do last forever, and that's real. I want to put that message out into the world, and that does take a lot of vulnerability," Lopez said, adding that Affleck loves the record. "He's my biggest admirer and supporter, which is awesome, and when he came back into my life again, the same thing happened. I felt so inspired and overwhelmed with emotion that it was just pouring out of me." During an appearance on Today, Lopez discussed living with Affleck. "We moved in together, the kids moved in together, so it's been like a really kind of emotional transition," she said. "But at the same time, all your dreams coming true, it's been a phenomenal year." She described 2022 as the best year, I think, since my children were born. Lopez made a surprise appearance at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards on February 5th, glittering in Gucci while handing out the Best Pop Vocal Album to winner Harry Styles. After her award presentation, she returned to her table and joined then-husband Affleck, who gave her a sweet kiss when she was done with her stage moment. Affleck made headlines for looking horribly bored at the award event. Memes popped up all over the internet, and Lopez got in on the fun. She tweeted a shot of a solemn-looking Affleck from his new film, Air, in which he plays Nike Incorporated co-founder Philip Knight. Lopez captioned the Instagram photo, "My husband's happy face," and disclosed that she and Affleck had loving love tattoos. In one photo, the actress was spotted taking a mirror selfie to show off her new tattoo, which is on her ribs. The tattoo has an infinity sign with an arrow and what looks to be Jennifer and Ben written in cursive. Lopez also tweeted a photo of Affleck's tattoo, which features two arrows crossing each other. It shows the letter J above the crossed arrows and the letter B below. "Commitment," the shotgun wedding star said in the caption. "Happy Valentine's Day, my darling." Affleck, who plays Nike's co-founder in the upcoming film Air, asked Lopez to teach him about fashion before filming began. "Oh, my God, she's brilliant," he told The Hollywood Reporter. "She is extremely knowledgeable about the way fashion evolves through the culture as a confluence of music, sports, entertainment, and dance." During the 2024 Super Bowl, Affleck debuted a new Dunkin' Donuts commercial that included Lopez and several celebrity cameos. In the commercial, Affleck bursts into the studio where his then-wife is working on her new album This Is Me Now to reveal the humorous song he and the Dunkings wrote about Dunkin' Donuts. At the premiere of Lopez's musical documentary, This Is Me, in Now, a Love Story, she discussed the encouragement she received from Affleck while working on the film together. "I was like, I don't write, I don't do this." He was like, "You do, you write, you direct, you produce, you choreograph, you do all the things," she commented on their chat. "Start stepping into that, start owning a little bit of who you are." Director Dave Meyers told People that he believes Lopez and Affleck's collaborative technique is comparable to how they work as a relationship. "I made a nice joke about Jen being like Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi and Ben being like Obi-Wan. It was really beautiful to watch how she would listen to the things that he would say," Meyers said at the premiere. "We were there in their kitchen in his office late at night, and it was just really nice to see that he cared and was always supportive." Reports of tension in Lopez and Affleck's marriage continued to build as the couple wasn't publicly photographed together for 47 days. The last time Lopez and Affleck were photographed together was on March 30th, when they were seen holding hands in New York City. In May, amid the speculations, Lopez commented on a social media post about toxic relationships, which fueled speculation about the couple's relationship status. According to many sources, Affleck and Lopez are living separately in Los Angeles, with Affleck staying at one of the couple's other properties while filming The Accountant 2. Lopez and Ben attended Violet's graduation ceremony on May 30th, despite rumors of tension in their relationship. They had not been photographed together since May 19th, when they attended a school event in Santa Monica. According to a source, Affleck has moved out of their Los Angeles home, then continues to live in the Brentwood rental. He has been there for about 2 months, a separate insider told People. He has been in his office every day and appears to be focused on his work. He is also spending time with his children. In August 2024, a source told People that Affleck and Lopez hadn't seen each other in weeks because they'd started the process of moving on separately. "Jennifer is trying to find a new home to start fresh," the source said, adding, "Considering everything that's going on, Jennifer is having a good summer. She's been off and able to focus on what's next. She's enjoyed spending time with her kids, family, and friends. She always has a positive attitude even when things aren't perfect." Lopez filed for divorce from Affleck on the 2-year anniversary of their Georgia wedding ceremony. She did not hire a lawyer and is technically self-represented. "She tried really hard to make things work and is heartbroken," a source told People. During an interview, comedian Nikki Glazer asked Lopez if she regretted the sorrow of leaving Affleck. "Not for 1 second," the actress remarked, "but that doesn't mean it didn't nearly kill me. It nearly did. But now, on the other side, I'm thinking, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you, God." I am sorry it took so long. I'm sorry you had to do this to me so often. According to court records acquired by People, Lopez and Affleck's divorce was finalized 20 weeks after she petitioned to terminate the marriage.